got so bad that I was waking up 4 to 5 times a night on the hour. It was impacting every aspect of my life, my work life, my personal life, my ability to think clearly and perform patients at home. And it really started to take a toll on my mental health because you really start to think, I'm going crazy because I can't sleep. What's wrong with me? My name is Andrea Wright. I'm located in Ontario, and about 17 months ago, I started noticing I was really struggling with sleep. Insomnia became an everyday part of my life to the point where I never had a good night's sleep, and I was getting very desperate. I was trying everything. I had worked with a naturopath to try supplements that would help, and spent all sorts of money on those, not really seeing much progress. I was, taking sleeping pills through my family doctor as those were prescribed, with a little effect, but not long-term effectiveness, wearing off. It was getting to the point where I was desperate. So that's when I reached out to Marlee and said, I need your help. Like, please, like, it's sort of my last straw. What really stood out about Marlee was when I came to her in the sort of final moments of giving up and thinking, this is, I guess, the rest of my life, she told me that we will fix this. And just hearing that was what I needed at that point. I mean, no one else could say that. The doctor couldn't say that. The naturopath couldn't say it. But she said that. And if she had the confidence to say that, then I was in. Sign me up. I clicked with her immediately. I felt very heard by Marlee more than anything. It gave me comfort and hope in a place where I felt very hopeless. I didn't feel alone. And that's what really said, this is worth the investment. I felt like she had the scientific academic knowledge, but also that on the ground real life experience in the sleep study clinic. And it was evident to me very early on that she knew exactly what she was talking about. And I'm like a different person. I get emotional when I talk about this because it's like, is this it? And it is. I slept amazing. I'm feeling well rested. And I still have Marlee's support along the way. I'm not afraid of bedtime anymore. I used to dread it. I used to be scared. I'd get anxiety. And now it's like, I'm fine. And I wake up in the morning and my stomach doesn't hurt. My eyeballs are burning. My brain is forming, logical thoughts so that when I sit down at work, I actually feel like I can tackle the day and I can stay in meetings and, form coherent sentences where before it was such a struggle. And now I feel like I'm more participating in my family in the evenings because I'm there. I'm not just struggling to stay awake till bedtime. I feel really hopeful for the future. I know that sounds crazy to think, but that's how bad it was. Like, I was scared. I was scared about the impact of this on my health, mental health, like the dementia, all of those things. It's given me peace, right? And hope and excitement. I've worked with a lot of healthcare practitioners over the years, like therapists, naturopaths, doctors. Working with Marlee is a standard experience because of her enthusiasm and her passion. And it's quite clear that she genuinely cares about working with her clients and it has an investment in wanting to see them successful. And in a situation like insomnia, which I have to admit is one of the worst things I've ever experienced. Ever, both physically and mentally, to have that kind of advocacy and support is priceless. Like, you can't put a dollar value on it. I'm telling everybody I know, especially women in my age group, because I've heard of so many women in their early 40s saying, I can't sleep. What is it? And just saying, advocate for yourself. There's something wrong. You listen to your body and don't give up. And of course, saying, also talk to Marlee.